What's up, everyone? Welcome back to another episode of the Heel Hookers podcast, episode 73. Let's fucking go. We got another little preview episode going down.
Mhm.
The same as last week. It's an Apex card. It's a middleweight main event. It's not that great of a card overall. We got some good stuff. We got some fun stuff,
Yeah.
but it's before we get into it, as always, maybe drop a like, a comment. It helps out. Much appreciated to everyone that does. Them polls, Ginger, doing good. Yeah. Share your opinions by pressing those things. Yo, I do gotta throw it out real quick too. Bro, I died laughing when I saw our 60k Ige and Tukey Feely.
I did that one on my phone, scheduled it, and I didn't notice that. I noticed the 60k, and I'm like, and I commented.
I know.
Comment under. And just all I could reply with was "fuck."
I know. Like I saw it, and I saw that there was one comment on it. I was like, oh, I wonder who wrote something. And then I saw you correcting yourself, and I'm just like, damn, guess he didn't see the other mistake right next. Oh, nope. But yeah, that was a good one. It gave me a good little laugh. But hell yeah. Everyone that interacts with those, it's much appreciated too. It's really been fucking helping out, getting us a few subscribers, so let's fucking go. But UFC Fight Night, Vegas 87? 86?
I believe this is 87.
I don't know.
No, this is 86.
Yeah, I think that's what I thought. Hermansson versus Pyfer, though. Jack Hermansson, Joe Pyfer. That's the main event we got. Jack, he's been a solid guy in the top 10 in the middleweight division for a while. He's had his ups, he's had his downs, been trading him back and forth as of late. And Joe, 3-fight winning streak in the middleweight division, is been looking pretty damn fucking good, honestly. Finished every single one of his UFC fights so far. What are you guys feeling? What are like the initial feels about this fight to you guys?
I feel like it should be an easy win for Pyfer. I feel like they gave him like the easiest person in the like to get up into the rankings, you know?
Yes.
They were just like, 100%. Let's put this on the main event, make you look good.
Look, if you are athletic, have power, and decent takedown defense, you're beating Hermansson. That just is what it is.
And it's like from Pyfer, I feel like, we've been seeing him knock people out, and then he came with the fucking arm triangle choke in his last fight. Like, nah, I got the subs too. It's like, I don't know. I feel like he should be able to like take out Jack pretty easily. I think it's like a fight to make him look good.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, 100%. And that's the thing. Like, if his coaches are smart, if he's smart and his coaches are, I would say just keep it on the feet.
Oh, 100.
Like,
yeah.
You don't need to be trying to show. Oh, I got the subs too in this one. It's like, look, this one is a layup. Knock him out. Hit him with a straight right. Hit him with a left hook. He's gonna be gone.
Yeah, and because it's like, it's just kind of funny, just asking that, because earlier I was just like, all right, let me look into like just rewatch some of their fights, just kind of look at like a few things, and just doing the little bit of tape study. It was just exactly what it was in my head going into it. It's like yep, Jack is gonna sit on the outside and throw a shit ton of kicks. That is one thing that I am pretty interested to kind of see, because motherfucking UFC Fight Pass didn't let me rewatch the Abdul Razak Al Hassan fight. You suck. But the other ones, he doesn't really be checking leg kicks at all. He's not great at that. Not good at all. So Jack, he will tear up the legs inside, outside. Doesn't matter which leg, which stance you are. Like, he is chipping away. He's got solid body kicks. Like in the Chris Curtis fight, he was really showing just like those big head kicks. Rocked Chris at one point and like was teeing off on the cage with big elbows. But it's just like, if Joe can just continuously like pump a fit, like he doesn't even have to fully put out a jab, you know what I mean? Just keep just keep showing it, keep pumping it, keep moving. He's gonna be able to back up Jack, and I just feel like he's gonna be able to get in range and just land that big bomb on him. Like, he's real good at throwing like left uppercut, right hook, or right straight, or like a left hook, right straight. And I feel like it's just gonna be walk him down, get him on the cage, and just land a 2-piece combo, put him out.
Yeah.
Like, he's been I was gonna say he's been finished multiple times, and Joe be finishing people, so
yeah. Weirdly enough, I didn't realize Jack Hermansson is gonna be coming in with the 2.5-inch reach advantage, being an inch shorter. but also like Jack Hermansson with a 77.5-inch reach. What the
Yeah.
fuck is that at 6'1"?
No, yeah, he's very fucking long, and like it just even like rewatching the Chris Curtis fight too, like going back into his corner and just saying like he's goofy as hell. Like that was like the exact phrasing that they used, and it's just like, yeah, man, he is really awkward in his striking, and like he's able to make it work. So it's like the thing that I guess for Joe I'm kind of worried about is it's like one, it's definitely good because he's usually like on the front foot and being the one trying to like push the action, so that's definitely gonna help. But like he can't wait for Jack to throw and then like try and catch him on the counter afterwards. I don't think he's gonna be successful in that. He's gonna be missing a lot. He's gonna like, because he'll fucking commit to those right hands, and if you back at like he's whiffing crazy, and if he's just doing that, he's getting his legs eaten up, and he might get tired over a little bit. I don't know if he could go 5 with Jack. That's a very good possibility. He's got a punch with him. Yeah. If he like goes to punch as Jack is coming in, this is over in like 8 minutes or less. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
yeah. I just don't. That. No, yeah, that's definitely a good point, because like, yeah, I don't think Pyfer's ever going to be that slick counter striker. He's someone who's going to need to punch with people to get a counter. Like,
yes,
he's not going to be that guy who's slick with it,
because like he's got some like good striking, but yeah, he's not like that crazy technical, you know what I mean? Like I feel like it's much more his athleticism and power, and just like he does have like solid timing and just ability to move in and out, you know. So I feel like that's like, he's not gonna, like, I don't think he's like, you know, like Jared Cannonier, just a great technical striker that can find the like perfect timing counters, you know what I mean? Like he's kind of just gonna have to force his way through Jack, and it's like that's exactly what he did with fucking GM3, you know, just walked him down, just put him big shots on him until he crumbled. And it's like, if he wants to win, that's what he's going to have to do to Jack.
I was about to say, I think an actually very apt comparison would be Dricus. Just constantly move forward and throw with the person. Don't try to be slipping and countering. Like, just be first or throw with. Those are what you need to be doing.
100%. So I mean, Jack coming in ranked number 10, Pyfer unranked. Definitely a big step up. Like,
oh yeah,
because what, Jack has had, I think, 16 fights in the UFC. Yeah.
Compared to 3 now in the UFC.
Yeah, exactly. So it's like, yeah, Jack has way more losses, but he's fought so much better people, like just Roman, Curtis, Sean Strickland, Shabazian, Vettori, Jared.
Yeah.
Like, Jack at number 11 now, but yeah.
I was about to say, Jack, right?
But yeah, it's a big step up, but I do think that this was the guy that they think that Joe can get past.
Yeah, I definitely tend to agree with that.
It's like, to your point, like, yeah, when just first, like, this is definitely, like, especially stylistically, this is his easiest step into, like, the top 15 of the division, no doubt about it.
Yeah, and plus a lot of the guys at the lower end are already booked or were, like, the ones that aren't are what, right now? Chris Curtis? Because Paul Craig, Kyle Borralio are fighting, Anthony Hernandez has a fight.
Yeah.
So Curtis or Jack, if you want to push Pyfer, you throw him in against Jack.
Yeah, 100%. So yeah, I'm definitely interested to see how it goes. And yeah, I just hope that the just like big moment and everything for Joe just, you know, doesn't get to him. I fucking love Jack. He's been my boy for a real long time, but. I want to see Joe win this. He just seems like a decent guy, you know what I mean? Been through a fucking lot of shit and just fucked up life and stuff, so it's like it'd be good for him to get a big win here.
Yes.
But going from 185 main event to one of the 2 fights on this main card that is not at 185 pounds, co-main event 145 featherweight, top 15 Dan Ige versus Andre Fili. What, this is supposed to be Dan Ige versus Lerone Murphy.
Lerone Murphy.
Yeah, I forgot. I was supposed to get another win on the fucking draft for this.
One of the 2 fights on the main card that was also taken on short notice and a replacement bout.
Very nice. But yeah, this one's so hard, man.
This one's hard just because of like that throw. Fili throws like just a huge wrench into that because it's just like he's a good striker, he's awkward, and it's just like
he's slick.
Exactly, and is Ige going to be able to land what he needs to be able to win the fight, or is Fili all of a sudden going to come in, win, and have a ranking next to his name?
Bro, how?
I mean, Fili got the fucking height and reach on him, you know?
You do.
Bro,
it's 4 inches taller, 3 inches reach advantage, 1 year older than Ige.
I was gonna say, bro, every time I look at his age, he's one of those guys where I'm just like, how are you not damn near 40? Like, it's gonna be his 22nd fight in the UFC. Like, he's
33.
Yeah, he's been in the UFC since 2013. Like,
yeah,
just fucking crazy, man.
A decade.
Yeah. And the reason why it's so hard for me too is because Fili's last fight against Lucas Almeida, I did not expect him to smash him so easily like that. I really wasn't.
No.
I thought that was going to be the young guy coming in and getting it done over the the older vet, you know?
Yeah.
And then Dan Ige just consistently does dumb low-level IQ shit in fights, but still wins. So I don't know how to calculate this fucking equation, you know?
Yeah,
it's like
this is something that doesn't have an equation. You kind of just got to watch, and no matter how it goes, you're like, okay.
It's like Ige's never been finished before. Does that mean he's gonna get knocked out by a 33-year-old Andre Fili? You know what I mean? Like that seems like the least likely thing, so it should be the most likely thing to happen.
Yeah, I was about to say this is the one that's like there are 2 fights on the weirdly enough 2 fights on this main card that are gonna be hard to fucking calculate.
Yeah, I can't wait. Oh, it's been a while.
Yeah, no, because it's just so weird. Because I could easily see it just be like. Because here's the thing, it could be like Ige gets like Ige's never been finished. It's like it could be the wackiest thing that could end up finishing him. He could end up getting finished by like a ninja choke. Like that could entirely happen in this fight.
Probably not.
Probably not, but it's Ige and
Fili has never won by submission inside the UFC. His last submission was in Tachi Palace 14 in 2012 against Ricky Wallace. Oh,
he's due. He's due.
Yeah, man. All I know is this should be a fun ass fight, though. I mean, I know that we kind of said that going into the co-main event of last week, but I got way more confidence that this is going to be a fun striking affair.
Well, yeah, because one of these two aren't very known to just like, I'm just going to hold you here. You know, they'll make it fun. These guys will have fun.
Neither of these guys are like really like grapplers like that.
I mean, Moicano's not known to just like hold you.
Well, not known, but I mean, I guess like with the grappling and his apparently inability to be able to fucking finish Drew, so it resulted in that. So like not expecting neither of them to go out there and just grapple somebody, like you don't have, it's less likely to happen, you know?
Yeah.
God damn it, you showed us that it's less likely to happen. Now it's gonna happen.
Oh, it's not.
Who's taking who down?
The ref's taking them both down, right? But nah,
okay.
But yeah, this should be a fun fight, though. I would love for Andre Fili to win, honestly. It'd be so cool, like, after all this time. Like, I don't even know if he's been ranked in the top 15 at featherweight before. I feel like
15.
I was like, I feel like at some point he's had to have been.
But I don't know. I could see him not being, only because of the way he's been so back and forth his whole career, that it's like, I feel like it's hard to get ranked when you can't put together a streak. His best streak is 2 wins.
That's true. I was just gonna look. I was like, was he ever on a 3-fight winning streak?
No, his best streak was the 2-fight winning streak. So like, I could see him kind of sitting outside of there for a while. Somehow maybe getting into, you said, spot number 15, but it wouldn't surprise me if he's never touched like rankings.
Yeah. Nah, that's a very good point. Yeah. So yeah, that would just be fucking awesome though. Because what, Dan Ige's coming in at 13, I believe.
Yes.
Yeah. So, yeah. Should be a good fight. Could be fight of the night. I'm excited for it for sure. And now we get into another 185-pound bout. The worst one on the main card in terms of name and hype and all of that. We got Ihor Potieria versus Robert Bryzik.
Yeah, I gotta say, I don't give a shit about this fight.
Yeah, it's like
it just
Ihor came into the UFC and knocked out Shogun in a retirement fight in Brazil, and I've hated him ever since.
I mean, not for nothing. That was the only fight he's ever won. Oh yeah, that wasn't his debut. Yeah. He's 1-3. He lost to Nikolay Negumereanu. He got knocked out by him. Then he finished Shogun, and then he got finished by Olberg and Rodolfo Bellator.
Damn.
Yeah,
I don't ever remember him before that fight. That's the only time I ever remember him.
He came off Contender Series. He's now 1-3.
He was in the Contender Series?
Yeah, and so it's
2021.
Literally, who gives a shit? And then you got this guy, Robert Bryzik, coming in, making his UFC debut, filling in short notice for Albert Duraev. Why did it stay on the main card as the featured bout? I don't know, but here we are.
Yeah, like, how is this the feature bout and not the next middleweight bout, which is so much better? Brad Tavares versus Gregory Rodriguez, RoboCop. Like,
yeah,
I'm pretty damn excited for this one, honestly. Like,
yeah,
bro, every time I fucking just RoboCop, that fucking cut, man. Oh my god, I was looking at that shit today. I'm like, oh my. That shit was ridiculous. Chidi Njokuani just blasted his shit apart, and just to come back and get the finish in that, absolutely amazing. Always down for a good fight. Only 31 years old, too.
Yeah, I cannot express enough how much that surprises me every time. I look at his age every single time we talk about him, and every single time my brain is like, that guy's 37. And then I see 31, and I'm like, right.
I was about to say, my first thought is always like, oh yeah, he's 38, looks at age. This motherfucker's 31.
Yeah, like that shit
Bro,
is
did you serve
insane.
like 3 terms in the White House or some shit? Like, why do you look like you're 40?
But yeah, like, got solid ass wins over fucking 2 of my boys, Jung Young Park and Chidi Njokuani. Sad. Terrible. I wish Chidi was better in the UFC. It is what it is. Yeah. But yeah, I mean, it was crazy when he got knocked out by Bruno Phetjeeja. Like, that shit was just wild. Insane. But comes back, gets a first round win over Dennis Tuiluiluilin, you know? He doesn't got the wins over the best guys, you know what I mean? But I feel like he could get it done against Brad. What's Brad? 37, 38 at this point?
36.
36.
36, okay. Yeah, coming off a win over Chris Weidman, which it's like
it's Weidman.
In 2023.
23. Yeah. After a leg break.
And Weidman didn't come out with the biggest kick of his life, so disappointing. Didn't like that fight.
I did. I'm so happy he didn't.
I was so forward to it.
As soon as he said that, I was just like, God, no, please. Like, oh my God.
I wanted to see him wrap his other leg. I don't know.
Oh, no.
No, I'm sorry. That's fucked up. I don't even hate Chris or anything. I'm just
like, I've always seen you lose. You could break your shit again. You're an old man with over 40 surgeries. Get out of here.
It's so true. Matter of fact, I take back taking it back.
Oh, that's
who is even Tavares' best win?
Shoeface?
I was about to say, is it like just like, because like it's either Shoeface,
Nate Marquardt in 2015.
Or Nate Marquardt. Like, what the fuck?
Phil Baroni in 2011.
Phil Baroni in 2011.
He also beat.
Oh, you mean 13-12 Phil Baroni? He was 13-12 at the time.
Hey, man. I'm just trying to help him out. You know what I mean?
I know, but like, I think it might legitimately be. It's either Marquardt or Shoeface.
It could be Lorenz Larkin too. Honestly, 14-1.
Yeah.
2014. That was very good. But yeah, man. I mean, he's just been a solid like middle of the pack guy. He's just top 15 gatekeeper kind of a dude. Okay. And if RoboCop's able to get it done, we're gonna get to see him in some more fun fights towards the top of this division. Because it's like I feel like if he goes out there and he finishes Brad Tavares, there's no way he's not fighting in the top 15. You know what I mean?
I was about to say.
I'm fine with that.
Chris just fought on the Canada card, right? He fought Mark, right?
Yeah, Marc-Andre Barrios.
Yeah. So it's like,
I mean, I guess that would be kind of shitty for Chris to have to defend his ranking twice in a row, though.
Yeah, but would the UFC not do it?
They would.
So there you go.
It would just all depend on how they move forward with. I mean, because honestly, I don't mind Roman Dolidze versus Chris Curtis.
They train together.
Oh, that's fucking right.
Yeah,
God damn it.
Yeah, he was in his corner.
About that.
Fucking yelling at Nasruddin and shit.
He was in his corner for Jack Hermansson too.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's so funny that the like in Nasruddin and Jack just fucking Sean, Chris, and Roman last 3 fights same order. Crazy.
Yeah, no, he might have to fight him or the winner of Hernandez and who's
Roman Kapilov?
Yeah.
That's right, Kapilov.
Ikram gotta stop pulling out.
He does, man.
I was about to say, if Ikram isn't too badly hurt, it could be Ikram Chris.
Is it an injury?
I have no idea. Like, because half the time they don't say, they just say he's pulled out.
Yeah.
Yep.
And then we find out like months later, oh, it was visa. Oh, it was an injury. Oh, COVID. Like,
yeah, yep.
Who fucking knows?
Yeah. But I mean, 185. It's not the greatest division in the UFC, but I can say it is solidly getting better for sure. We got some fun stuff going on.
Yeah, I was about to say comparatively, who do you think has more power, Bruno Silva or Gregor or RoboCop?
Bruno Silva or RoboCop?
You said who has what?
More power.
Bruno probably.
Bruno. Okay,
I think so.
It's probably not that far off, but
RoboCop more well-rounded though.
Bruno. Yeah,
and I think he's like a slicker counter striker too.
Yeah, which is probably why he will end up. I think it'll probably end it. I feel like RoboCop's gonna finish Brad Tavares.
It's very possible.
Yeah.
No doubt about it.
Dude finishes a lot of people.
Yeah. He's fucking good, man. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you look at a lot of his losses that are to strikes. First round knee punches by Bruno, head kick by Shabazian. Whitaker finished him in 44 seconds.
Damn.
Yeah. Tim Bosch finished him in the second round.
Yeah, RoboCop's got this.
Yeah.
I'm confident in that. Let's go.
It's just weird that Izzy didn't finish him.
It is what it is. Styles make fights, you know?
Yeah.
But
Izzy and Dricus. What the fuck?
It is what it is. Moving on down, though, to the next fight on the card. Quite possibly the greatest fight on the card. I don't know. But it's the best in its own way. You know what I mean?
Yes.
The MMA community's boy is back. Michael Johnson versus Darius Flowers.
Mm-hmm.
Bruh, it's fucking Michael Johnson.
Yeah.
Everyone knows what we're getting here. Which is don't know. That's what everyone knows, that we don't know what we're getting. Like the one of the most wackiest records in MMA history.
13-15 in the UFC, 21-19 overall.
Yup, 37 years old at this point. Bruh, I'm like, I don't know.
I'm just
who in the hell? I mean, Darius Flowers, he is 8 years younger, 29 years old. 5'9" with a 71-inch reach compared to Michael Johnson, 5'10" with 73.5. Not too different on that. Has he ever been finished before?
Yes.
By strikes.
Once.
Boxing.
In the second round.
2018. Okay. Damn, against a guy that was 31-13?
Yeah. Bobby, is that Volker?
Something.
This man was in the UFC at one point.
That's funny.
He went 0-4 in the UFC.
Nice. Let's fucking go. That gives me extra confidence that Michael Johnson's getting a knockout here. I feel like he can get it done, man. I mean, he's been going back and forth, trading them, like, wins and losses, like, a little bit recently, so his last fight was a loss. It's only right that he's going to get a win, you know?
True.
Yeah.
That fucking knockout over Alan Patrick, like, I was not expecting that at all, to be honest. Like, that shit was fucking beautiful. No. So, I mean, more than likely, it'll probably just be a decision.
It's funny because the last person he knocked out before Alan Patrick was Dustin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
in between losing to Nate Diaz and Habib.
Yep.
Yeah, craziest. Bro, that 5-fight streak from 2015 to 2017 is just insane. Like, when you actually look at the names. Beneil Dariush, Nate Diaz, Dustin Poirier, Habib, and then Gaethje.
Yeah.
Shit, it starts with Edson Barboza.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah, true.
in all reality,
Well,
like, Melvin Gillard, Gleison Tebow, Joe Lozon, Reza Madadi, like, these are, like,
Reza Madadi.
Reza Madadi, you know him. But, yeah, man, like, all solid-ass fucking guys. Beat Danny Castillo, Tony Ferguson. Like, this dude, just a fucking vet of all vets. It's crazy.
I was about to say, beat
lost to James Krause in Missouri.
Caceres on The Ultimate Fighter.
Yeah.
Who also has fought as far down as 35 against Pineda. What?
Oh, yeah,
No.
Nam Pham. I remember him.
Jesus Christ.
You remember Nam Pham from The Ultimate Fighter?
Is that the fucking one where BJ Penn just started talking shit about him, like, Yep.
Yeah, he lost his fight and he was crying and shit. And fucking BJ was just talking mad shit.
Yeah, I don't remember that at all.
Old Ultimate Fighter is the fucking best, man. It is so good. But yeah, Michael Johnson, I'm always gonna root for him. He's a fucking legend. Let's fucking go.
We need to get him to 50-50 in the UFC.
Yeah, 50-50. 2 more wins. He's got this.
Look, if he wins 2 more, greatest 50-50 fighter in UFC history.
Yeah. With wins over Dustin and Tony Ferg, being 15-15 in the UFC. That's insane.
Beats Artem Lobov in a close, razor-thin decision. Is almost beating Josh Emmett for 3 fucking rounds, and then gets overhand righted.
Yeah, he was easily beating Josh. Yeah, man, it's beautiful. It's the most career. MMA person you could ever find. You know what I mean?
Yes.
But hell yeah. Moving on, last fight on the main card. A true striker versus grappler matchup. Rodolfo Vieira versus Armin Petrosian. I'm pretty sure this was booked at some other point, right?
Probably.
More likely.
Let me double check that. I believe so.
For
yes.
November.
November.
I thought so.
Why did this get canceled?
Yeah.
Petrosian fell ill. Okay.
Yeah, that was gonna be on the Almeida Lewis card. Okay.
Yes.
But yeah, man.
I needed that fight.
Yeah. Armin Petrosian, he is a very solid kickboxer. 3-1 in the UFC. His one loss being Kyle Baralho, which not that bad. You know what I mean? Kyle's a real solid grappler. He's fucking heavy on the striking. But like beat RoboCop, beat Christian Leroy Duncan in his last one. Like he's got some decent wins already. Pretty solid guy. Rodolfo Vieira. This dude's grappling is absolutely amazing. He did get, however, terribly tired against Fluffy Hernandez. I've never seen something like that. Was a true fucking like old school BJJ performance of like just I got jiu-jitsu and then it just doesn't work at all round 1. And then it's like I have nothing left. and then Fluffy just subbed him in the second round. Yeah, but I mean, he beat Dustin Stoltzfus after that. You know what I mean? Subbed Cody Brundage.
Wow, what wins?
Lost to Chris Curtis by decision.
Yo, but how are you gonna feel when this man's got a win over Cody Brundage and Bo Knuckles got a loss to Cody Brundage? You know what I mean?
If that happens, I'd die laughing. I'm not even gonna lie.
Bro, Dustin fucking lost to a Boost. Fuck out of here.
Yeah, but it was...
He lost to Kyle Dawkins and a Boost. Fuck out of here. Okay.
I'll give you Kyle Dawkins.
I don't give a fuck if it was 19 seconds into the first round and it was his first round is for him. I don't give a fuck. Bro lost to a Boost and Kyle Dawkins.
How do you lose to Kyle?
Decision.
Oh.
Yeah.
He, got finished by Rodolfo, GM3, a Boost. But hey, he finished Punahele, who only knows how to overextend on a left hand. You know what I mean? So like,
so true.
That's a solid win.
Yeah.
But
I completely forgot Stoltzfus got into the UFC by slamming Joe Pyfer and Joe for fucking his arm up.
Damn, my body.
This man has a win over Joe Pyfer.
I think I need to walk out the room real quick.
I saw that before. I wasn't going to say nothing.
I forgot about that shit. Oh my god. He has a win over Roman. Oh no, that's not Roman Kapilov. I thought that was Kapilov on the regionals. Thing. Like, wait, what the fuck?
Well, you see, at the end of the day, they both don't have that great wins. Well, I mean, Petrosian's got better wins, for sure.
Yeah.
With just even RoboCop.
Yeah.
It's just like,
just overall better record.
Yeah.
I feel like Petrosian should win, but I
think he's gonna get grapple fucked.
Yeah, I feel like Adolfo is gonna be able to get it done.
But unless he gasses out again, at least the first round, there's a good chance that he's just gonna grapple fuck him. Like, I'm not sure how exciting this will end up being.
I don't know. I have a sneaky suspicion Armin's gonna get him with a knee.
That'd be very nice.
Knee to the body. That's possible.
Knee to the head when he goes in for a takedown.
We shall see, though. I'm excited for it, though. I hope it ends up right. But
I always hope for a good fight.
A point where they definitely could just Vieira holding on for dear life to keep this man on the ground because he's getting fucked up on the feet. Like, and then, so, like, the main card, it's really not too bad to me for Apex main card. You know what I mean? The motherfucking prelims, though, holy shit, it drops off.
Which is crazy, because, like, it's not a crazy card to drop off from. Like, to have this big of a drop off on this card is fucked up.
That's the insane part about this card is, how do you have this much of a drop off when your main card isn't even really all that?
You got 4 middleweight fights on the main card.
And somehow you drop off from that.
Exactly.
How many people are making their debut on this card?
A lot.
Like, I mean, just on the prelims, there's like at least 3.
I mean, actually, I think, well, the first couple of fights, everyone's been here. Daniel Marcos, Arichi Lang, Fernie, I'm pretty sure, has had a fight.
Hyder's made his debut. Okay.
Bogdan's made his debut. Zach's here. Max. Yeah. I mean, like, you know, there's actually, like, a...
But it's Timothy and Balaji and Carlos, or not Balaji, but...
Okay, so yeah, both of them on that fight.
Oh yeah, Balaji too, okay, yeah. So
Carlos Prates, he's making his debut?
3.
Yep.
Okay. I thought,
he's from
4 fighters.
Oh,
1 in contender series.
Yeah.
Gotcha, okay.
Sorry, not a lot, but still, 4 fighters.
So
and one of those fights being... And one of those... 2 of those guys fighting each other.
Yeah. There's one fight on this prelim to me that I am excited about. I don't know exactly how you feel, Ginger, but I know me and Kate feel the same way. Loma Lukbumi versus Bruno Brazil. This is going to be a good fight.
Yeah.
This should be a good fight.
Bro, like, as soon as I seen Loma come in and just that hardcore classic Muay Thai style, oh, it made me so happy. I'm just like, let's fucking go, man. Like a real Thai fighter in the UFC. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Just like, it's beautiful to watch. I love it. She's not the greatest. She's not 28 years old. I didn't think that she was old at all, though.
And she's 5-2 in the UFC. Yeah. It's not bad. Her 2 losses to Lupi and Angie Hill. So it's like, you know,
she lost to the same person. You know what I mean?
It's so true.
She just lost to the older version and the younger version.
But you know what I mean? It's like, it's not like they're terrible losses, you know?
Mm-hmm. No, 100%. Both decisions didn't get finished.
Yeah, Angie 4 years ago, and Lupi 3 years ago now. You know what I mean? Like, it's just...
Yeah, does have win over Denise Gomes, Jin Yu Fry, like, Sam Hughes, who, like, not the greatest, but a solid fighter in all reality.
Mm-hmm.
She really is just, like, a solid-ass fighter. Bruno Brazil...
I mean...
Where are you going to go with it?
I was about to say... To come into the UFC 3-1, like
yeah,
damn, and then your second fight in the UFC
is fucking Angela Hill.
Angie Hill.
Yeah, she's 4-1, and Angie was 11-7 at that point. Like Jin Yu Frey, she's 4-2. Jin Yu Frey's 9-5. Like, you know what I mean? It was finally Sam Hughes 5-2 to 5-2. It was like an even matchup in that sense, you know. But like,
I was about to say Lupi Godinez 6-2 for 6-2.
Yeah. One kind of thing of note though, Loma 5'1" with a 61.5-inch reach.
Yeah,
well,
she's short.
Yeah, while Bruner's
what, like
5'6".
She's tall. I was gonna say yeah. I wasn't sure if she was 5'6" or 5'7".
Yes, 5 inches taller, 4-inch reach advantage. That is definitely going to be a factor for sure.
Oh yeah.
2 years older at 30 years old, so still young. Just definitely getting into her prime. Made her UFC debut coming off the Contender Series. Got finished by Denise Gomes, which there's no real shame in that.
Denise be fucking people up.
Yeah, she did.
Yo, I love her. I kind of forgot that Loma had beat her, so when I was looking through her record, I was like, oh yeah, good for her.
Yeah, that just shows, Denise, great power, fucking these girls up. But Loma, she has the fucking technique and the ability in striking where that just wasn't a problem. Easily got the decision win. Bruno Brazil came back last year or after the loss and won against Shauna Bannon,
who is making her debut.
5-0 undefeated. So it's good there, but she's really
I mean it was only her second fight in the UFC too, so it's not no,
100%. But yeah, man, this is gonna be a good one for sure.
I think Loma should be able to get it done.
Yeah,
probably. I just wonder if just the physicality of Bruno Brazil is gonna be if you know what I mean.
Well, yeah. Because I mean, how tall is other people? Obviously, being 5'1" with a 61.5-inch reach, she's got to be used to being the shorter person in there. There's no chance that she's not. Elise Reed was only 5'3". Denise, I know, is small.
5'2".
Yeah. I knew she was small.
Lupita's small.
Damn, I guess not. I don't know why.
I don't think.
I thought that Angie was a bit taller too.
Sam Hughes 5'5", so 74.5. So that only 1 inch off in reach and height with Sam Hughes. So that's I think Jinyu Frey's a little bit. Okay, no, 5'3", 65-inch reach. Okay, yeah. So honestly, it really is fighting shorter people.
Yeah, no, seriously, her whole fucking records is 5'2" to 5'3".
Yeah. Sam being the tallest up until this fight at 5'5".
So yeah, I guess we'll have to see, but either way, being small, I'm sure, just training with people, whatever, I'm sure she has a feel for being against someone bigger, so hopefully it doesn't, hold her back too much, because I do want her to win. I like her.
Yeah, me too. It's so much fun. And, yeah, like I said, only being 28 years old, she's got plenty of time to get better and to cook up some fun fights in the 115-pound division. Probably, I would not be surprised, in all honesty, if she's looking great, fucking up a lot of women and shit, gets into top 10, top 5, starts taking some rough losses or whatever, and we're gonna look at her as damn, she's probably a classic example of why the UFC should have had an added weight division. And
yeah, 100%.
It's bro, there are just so many small ass girls that are bro, there are some big fucking girls at strawweight compared to them. You know what I mean? You fucking, if you're fucking, 5'1", 5 foot, whatever, and it's I don't know how tall Zhang Weili is off the top of my head, but it's a motherfucking brick shithouse of a person, bro. Picking up Francis and Shaq like it's nothing. Bro, that's scary.
Yeah.
They need a 105 division, man.
They really do.
They do.
I feel that would do them so good.
Yeah, it. I don't know. There's no way that putting in money and effort or whatever. It's I mean, I understand with featherweight because they had Chris Cyborg, which was a much bigger name. You know what I mean? And it's they don't have that atomweight name. But overall, throughout the years in the competition, fans are gonna appreciate it way more.
Yeah. And then even for people like Loma who would be able to move down, and then we can actually see them at their true weight class, and just how much better fights we'd get out of them.
Hell yeah.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, so I'm really excited for that. Ginger, I don't know if there's anything else on the prelims that you really feel like bringing up at all.
It's not really even anything too exciting. I just, for some reason, even when I was first looking at this card a while back, I was Wells vs. Max Griffin feels like it's going to be a good fight. I don't think fight of the night level good fight, but I feel like that's just going to be a fun scrap.
Max Payne Griffin. No, I understand. That definitely could.
This isn't one of those oh my god type fight. It's just okay, I respect that. That's a good fight. That should be a scrap. You know what I mean?
Nah, yeah.
It's definitely not one of the. I mean, I could have gone fucking Devin Clark, Mark Shane Bracknell. I mean, if you really wanted to go stupid.
I mean, hey.
I'd rather you bring up Daniel Marcos and Richie Lang.
What? You don't want to bring up fucking Zach Pauga and Bogdan
Absolutely
Gustav? Fucking not. Yeah, that's the UFC card.
Yeah.
But we got some shit to talk about this week.
Mm-hmm.
Not really too much in the fight announcement category, so we're going to make it up with some kind of other things that are going on in MMA and just all around the world.
Yes.
We'll start off with the fight announcements, though, to get them out the way. On the UFC side, another middleweight fight, perfect for this card.
Yeah, we mentioned it earlier.
Yeah. Paul Craig versus Kyle Borrello. Great fight. I'm very excited for that.
I think this one was just made official because there was definitely I remember seeing this a while ago and it was rumored like that they were working on it. So
I gotcha. I'm just like, does Kyle look to strike with Paul Craig for 15 minutes? Like,
that's the interesting part.
Well, yeah, because he goes to grapple him, and what's gonna happen? He's gonna get himself subbed.
Yeah,
exactly.
Like, there's just too good of a chance of that. But does he have it in him to just strike for 15?
I mean, he's really just got to watch out of, like, a left hand and a left kick from Paul Craig, really. Like, he's got some big kicks on him. So maybe, like, he should be? I don't know, actually, man.
That's the thing.
Yo, my boy might lose.
Paul Craig's another one of those guys we're never sure what's going to happen. He was the Michael Johnson of 205, after all.
I think it just makes it interesting with Kyle being, like, you know, grapple heavy.
Yeah.
Actually, how is it going to go? Like, are you actually going to be willing to engage in that? Are you going to try to take him down, and are you going to try to sub him? Are you going to get yourself subbed? Like, what's going to go on? Are we going to get good transitions? Or are you just going to try to hold him? Like, are you not going to even go to the ground at all because you know that there's a good chance he could sub you because he's real slick? Like, what's your plan, Kyle?
Yeah, because against the boost, he was definitely trying to play a safer fight. You know what I mean? Like, he was not trying to risk shit for sure. So, this could end up being a bad fight for Kyle.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Because Paul Craig might not be the best, but he's not pussy either. No. So, like, the thing is that if Kyle's going to try to play it smart, Paul might not let him.
Yeah, like
exactly.
All the fucking strikers that dude has stood in front of and got knocked out by, you think he's scared to stand in front of Kyle?
No, not even a little bit. So that's what I'm saying. Like,
oh, fuck, man. Yeah, I'm excited for this, though. 185 Paul Craig, more and more exciting every time out. Let's fucking go.
Let's go.
Next fight, though, we got a pretty good fight at flyweight, I would say. Right, Kate?
Yeah. I think it's a good fight.
You want to bring it in? I know that you're definitely a fan of this one.
Alessandro Costa and Kevin Borjas was booked, and just two young guys up and coming. I think it's going to be a real good fight between the two of them.
Yeah.
All right.
Gonna see a shit ton of body work in this one.
Possibly.
You think Costa's gonna try and grapple fuck Borjas?
Maybe Borjas is like I learned from Van, and he throws the body work on Costa.
We'll see. But nah.
Either way, I think it'll just be a good flyweight fight.
And that's where it's flyweight.
Yeah, like, I've just been really enjoying flyweights lately.
But yeah, so that's gonna be a good one. To go into some fights that got announced on the one side, though, I am pretty damn excited for this.
These are some of the better fights that have been announced this year for one.
Janet Todd looking to defend her title in the unification bout against the Queen, Phetjeeja. 22 years old, 207-6 record in kickboxing. It's just fucking ridiculous.
Bro, it's stupid. She easily has the best record we have ever seen. People that ever have over 200 wins are always coming with at least 30 losses.
Yeah.
Girl, 21, 22 years old. Not even double digit losses, but triple fucking digit wins. Like, it's stupid. It is stupid. And it's like with her just starting to get older, like she's starting to get like more power. She's starting to get them knockouts. She's starting to hurt people. Because I mean, being 21 with over 200 fights, like she was fighting very young. Obviously, she was getting decisions. She was a fucking kid.
I'm pretty sure she's got like, about 60 something knockouts like across her 200 wins.
Yeah, but it's like, much more of them coming in the later years. And it's like she's just truly growing into just everything. I'm so excited for her.
Yeah, man. And just every time out, like she's just so fun to watch. Just the combinations are brutal. Always going after it. Like I'm so excited. Like when they fucking said that she was getting the interim title shot, I was like, hell yeah, let's fucking go. And easily won that fight, and now she gets to unify it. I'm fucking hyped.
Hell yeah, but then it's like even Jenna Todd, she's good herself, you know, like she be getting the decisions, she be getting the knockouts. It's like they're both just dangerous. I just think that Phetjeeja can do it. She's definitely has that better ratio.
Yeah.
And I just fucking love her, man.
Yeah, man. Who was Jenna Todd's last fight?
She lost to Ilia.
Okay, yeah, that's what it was. Gotcha. But yeah. And, I mean, with that, Ilia, also on this card, looking to defend her title after an attempt to move up in weight. Got pretty fucked up by Smilla Sundell, not gonna lie.
She did, but Smilla Sundell, not only is she good, but boy, was she so much fucking bigger than her. Yeah. Like, other than, like, you know, it's sticking out that Ilia got her ass beat in that fight. The one thing that, like, I could, like, can see clearly in my mind when it comes to the height difference is them being up against the cage and Ilia trying to, like, throw knees to the body and like kind of doing like that sideways knee into the body, and the way it's just like hitting like top thigh, hip, you know what I mean? Like she couldn't get her knee even to her stomach. She was so much fucking smaller than her. Like,
yeah, man, just fucking crazy. But yeah, and then she's taking on Christina Morales, who in her last fight got the win over Supergirl, which
was really sad. We love Supergirl, but she looked real good doing it. So
I know, and like that's what's just so hard though, because it's like she did look amazing, but it was like Anna looked fucking terrible too. Like
she looks so much. I mean, we covered it when we talked about it, but it's like, yeah, she just looked really bad in that fight. So it's really hard to gauge where she's at.
Exactly.
This might be a huge step up for her, but this will be a good place to see where she is.
Exactly. And it's just a thing of like momentum, you know what I mean? Ilia coming off a rough knockout loss, and then fucking God damn it, Morales coming off a good knockout win. Like it, you know
Christina,
what I mean? Could just be the tide turning. But yeah, and it's also cool because that's March 8th, International Women's Day. So the fact that they got 2 title fights on that, I very much appreciate one kind of doing that thing. It's just cool.
It really is.
Like, just funny is like, I don't know, just remember seeing some shit like not too long ago of just like someone being like, oh, if they did, like, just talking about UFC though, and just like, oh, if they did like all women's card, like, you know, it wouldn't sell for shit, like it'd just be terrible, whatever. And it's like, and then
when it's like one literally did that in September with the all women's main card, and I'm sure it did fine, and it was a great card, and they all fucking they were great fights. I'm pretty sure they were all finishes except for the one special rules bout, which was the first fight of the main card. Everything else ended in fucking knockouts. Like,
just so you know, it just, I love to see it. It's fucking awesome. And it's only a week later from their fucking Qatar card too. So, and that shit, pretty sure we got 5 title fights on that shit right now. So it's,
I think so, yeah.
Bro, they stacked that shit like UFC should have for 300. You know what I mean? 5 title fights. That's what we all wanted. But yeah, that shit's gonna be fucking awesome. But we can head back into some UFC stuff though. And I'm definitely, because me and Kate were talking a lot about this before, like we got into,
I was about to say, we have other fight announcements we can do.
Oh,
PFL?
yeah.
KSW?
I mean, we might as... we could just get them out of the way. You want to?
I was about to say, I feel like, especially the PFL one was one you were just like, wanting to get out of the way anyway.
No, I don't want to, because I don't want to get, alright, fine. Do you want me to get fucking angry? I'll fucking get angry then. PFL...
I was about to get angry, so it doesn't fucking matter. Let's get angry. Talk about your shit and get angry.
All right, fine. So PFL announced Bellator Belfast for March something, I think. I don't fucking know. I was so excited last year and everything. All the moves that they're doing, all the fucking excitement of just thinking 2024, they could really make some fucking plays. They can, you know what I mean? Really shake things up, especially with the UFC lawsuit coming up in April. Like, there are so many things that they could really make, like, their claim as, like, obviously, like, the main number 2, but potentially just, like, a co-leader as what Don Davis was trying to do. And they're just have done nothing but shit the bed already. Like, granted, the card for February 24th, that is a really good card. But it's like, it already kind of sucks that fucking Magomed Karimov fell out, and now, like, he's not having that fight with Jason Jackson, so, like, that gets hurt. But they lost Kayla Harrison. She's now in the UFC. Cyborg talking shit to the PFL about I see why Kayla left the fucking like PFL, and like just saying shit. And then they announced this Bellator card, which Don Davis promising that we're gonna have 2 title fights on every single card. And the first card, 1 title fight vacant light heavyweight title, Corey Anderson versus Carl Moore. Like,
oh, who gives a shit?
I mean, like, it's like they're definitely both deserving for in terms of like Bellator rankings and shit. Carl Moore's like a Irish guy, so you know it makes sense. But it's like, why not have another title fight on it?
And like then, a real one.
Yeah. And then co-main event is Leah McCourt versus Sinead Kavanaugh in a rematch, which on like the last fucking Bellator card when Chris Cyborg was fighting, they brought Leah McCourt in, did the whole thing of like, oh, gonna have them fight and shit. And then it's like, what? Where like someone that should have been in a title fight is fighting someone in a rematch for no reason, and then we're just not getting that second title fight, and now we're just also not getting Chris Cyborg fight like on this one or the championship card, which, bro, they are fucking this shit up, and it fucking sucks. Like it. They're not going to have a fucking 145 female tournament this year. They're going to have 125. Like, what? Yep. Are they going to just start fucking over Larissa? Like,
yeah, I feel like they are.
Yep.
Yeah. I'm pretty upset, honestly. Like, it just sucks. Like, it just not a great start to the year at all. Yeah. I don't know what else do you guys want to say about that?
That's all.
I was going to say, this just feels like PFL running Bellator as it was, just business as usual.
It really did just bring over all the Bellator matchmakers and all that shit, huh?
Yeah,
it looks like Scott Coker actually made 0 decisions in Bellator. Oh, but yeah, so that sucks. But I guess to break up my anger and Kate's anger, let's get into some cool shit. KSW Epic. Ginger, you were the one. Yeah, you were the one sending me this shit. So, I mean, you can go into that shit a little bit. Tell us a little bit about KSW Epic.
My God. So, first of all, KSW Epic. The reason I found out about this card was because Josh Barnett calls out Phil DeFries for a submission grappling match. Phil DeFries being the defending heavyweight champion in KSW. And then I see the actual post and actual shit that's going on in that for that card. That card has a boxing rules fight in what I'm assuming is going to be 4-ounce glove in the normal MMA gloves. 4-man light heavyweight MMA tournament. Cage Muay Thai. A no holds barred / Vale Tudo rules fight. BJJ versus Judo MMA in a gi. And my favorite of all, Scheffel versus Darko in a Pride rules fight. I am hyped for that shit.
It's just really funny that you're just like my favorite of all, and then you just bring up the fighters. Like,
yeah, no, in a Pride rules fight. That's the point.
I can't believe you skipped over the submission grappling though. That's crazy. No respect.
What do you mean? I talked about Josh Barnett and Phil DeFries doing the submission grappling match.
He did say that.
That was the first thing I brought up.
He said he forgot.
I was looking at the list of things. I was watching you go down them, and they didn't say submission grappling. I was like, damn, my bad. I got too caught up in the moment.
Nah, but either way, yeah, that shit is cool as fuck.
Yeah, Darko Stoizik versus Mateusz Scheffel. Let's go. They're the two not great guys, but as you said, it's fucking Pride rules.
Pride rules. Stomps, soccer kicks, knees to head of ground opponent. 10-minute first round.
And a 5-minute second round, that's it.
Yeah. Yep.
This is pretty damn cool. Amazing. Like they've just been sitting here watching one do some shit, and they're just like, yo
I'm gonna do some shit.
Yeah.
Bro, that would be pretty cool if they just started doing more of this stuff, and then it's like they just become the fucking better one.
Yeah.
That'd be awesome.
Just start stealing all the fucking Muay Thai fighters from one and shit like that, and
fucking so fucking cool.
Bro, yeah, that'd be
I
awesome.
really like KSW.
Yeah, man.
Even if the fights aren't always great, it's just the production.
Yeah, like their shit.
If you have never seen a KSW event, please treat yourself. The production value of a KSW event is amazing.
Yeah, it's just $10.
Yeah, like,
exactly. That's the other part.
You usually get 10 or more fights. You know what I mean? So it's basically $1 a fight. Like in some of their events are just absolutely crazy. Yeah. They have so many deep, like solid fighters and great fights. And like as soon as me and Kay started watching KSW, I was just like, oh yeah, like top 5 like MMA shows to go to live. Bro, a KSW event in Poland. Holy fuck.
For their anniversary, they drove around in a cake with flamethrowers. Like, come on!
Giant fucking cake. Yeah, it's... Oh, my God.
Yo, that shit was so crazy. That was a good-ass... Yeah, that was a good event, but...
Hell yeah. But so, yeah. KSW Epic. And that is also on February 24th with the PFL card, with UFC Mexico City.
Yeah, what a day the 24th is.
Yeah, so fucking good. Goddamn, I'm excited.
On stacked for the 24th.
Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful.
I love it.
But now, let's get into a little bit of UFC shit, which we got, pay-per-view coming up in 2 weeks. Ilia taking on Volkanovski. And watching, I don't know how much of like any media shit you've been watching with Ilia at all, Ginger.
I have been seeing the quotes.
Bro's pissing me the fuck off.
This dude might be cockier than McGregor on his come up. Like,
I think he might be.
Like, we could just start with, like, I mean, it was months ago that he put into his Instagram bio that because I think he's, 14-0 now? So
he has 15-0 UFC champion in his UFC in his Instagram bio. It's been there, 4 months. Which I'm not going to lie, I didn't hate that. Yeah, no, I thought that was funny. I was like, you know what, good for you. Fucking manifest that shit. You know what I mean? But it's this recent week of like all his media shit that I'm like, you know what, bro? Yeah. I'm not rooting for you anymore. I can't do this. Like you're doing too fucking much without have done enough. Like I get that you're undefeated. I get that you're a guy on the come up, but you are 5-0 in the UFC, 6-0?
6-0.
Best win over Josh Emmett, who's decent, like he's solid, but it's like you don't even have a top win like that. Talking about, I'm going to finish Volk in the first round, which, have your confidence. But then it's how he's... the part that is pissing me off is the aftermath. How he's talking about Max Holloway, Yair Rodriguez. They will never get their title shot. Ortega. I'm not bringing that up because I don't give a shit. He does not deserve it anyway. Respectable.
He needs at least 4 fights. He needs to fight at least twice in 1 year.
Because it's like, bro, like Max Holloway losing his last 3 title shots is not the same as Colby Covington losing his last 3 title shots because he's losing to the same person. He's showing that there's this one person that is just a roadblock for him. Colby has now lost to Usman twice and Leon. We got Cyril Gane who lost to Francis and John Jones. Like there are people that are losing to multiple people at that top, as to where Max is only losing to Volk and continuously beating the guys below him. He is our true number 1 guy. You know what I mean? So to like sit there and like the disrespect of like, oh, I'll never give him a shot. Like you could suck my dick. I'm so fucking annoyed about that. But then what pissed me off even more was saying that like, during the interview talking about, oh, well, who would you fight next? Who do you think your next fight would be? Instead of talking about the guys coming up, like maybe he wanted like a Movzar or something because he's another undefeated guy. He's on his way up. No, he doesn't even want to stay in the weight class. His next fight, Conor McGregor. Yeah. Who the fuck are you?
Yeah.
I know,
I'm so sick of this shit.
Because I was listening to Ariel's show, and Ariel was just like, oh, so like, who's your next fight? Because he also said like he's gonna smash Volk so bad that no one's even gonna ask for an instant rematch. And then so he's just like, who's your next fight? And he says Conor McGregor, and Ariel just kind of laughs, and he's just like, what weight? He's like, I don't care.
I don't care.
Yeah. So it's like I don't know if it's not specifically him because it's just a lot of people right now that are doing that shit. And maybe that's what's like getting so annoying and it's just becoming too much. But like from 135 to 170, people want to move up. People want to fight the next guy. People want to get the other guy and not fight their contenders in their own fucking weight class. It's like they get the belt and they're immediately trying to do something else. And it's like, bro, defend that shit. Let that shit keep moving. If you don't want to defend the belt, get the belt and then leave. Like, why are you I'm just so sick of all the holdup. And then even for like the Conor specifically, it's like Ilia, everybody's calling for that first fight, first of all. And second of all, because this kind of only gets into the next shit, but it's like Conor's supposed to fight Chandler for like damn near a year now, and they're still talking about hopefully it happens in fall.
Yeah. Dana White saying that, like, bro, that is so infuriating. It's like, why? For why? There's literally zero reason.
There's no reason.
I have been on the bandwagon. I've been saying this for a while now. I will not believe Conor is fighting until Bruce is saying his name in the cage.
But see, this is like, I don't think that this is Conor. I don't think that this is Chandler. I think this is purely the UFC.
I agree. Like, I feel like the UFC is just like, no, we need it for this time, this place, this specific moment. And they've done too much in the beginning half, so they can't put him on anything now. Conor was talking about International Fight Week, but it's like maybe they're going to put Islam there instead. And they just, you know what I mean? Like,
you know what my thought is with Dana White saying that? I think Dana White is salty as fuck that Conor said that International Fight Week is going to be June 29th and that it's end of June and not early July. I genuinely think that he's probably salty about that. And so he's probably just like, yeah, we, like you said, probably want Islam on there. So it's just like, you know, kind of like, fuck you, you can wait until MSG for November. And I think that's what they're going to do. I think they're going to hold them both out until November for MSG.
Yeah.
Because so because if they're not going to do International Fight Week, then like what, they're going to put them in August and fucking they've gone to Salt Lake City the last 2 years in August. Like they're going to do September. Like October is going to be Abu Dhabi. Dude, it's going to be MSG. Conor's going to fight MSG. We're getting no title fights in MSG this year.
no. I'm going to be honest. If I'm Chandler, like I get it, try and get the money or whatever. Yeah. But at this point, I would also be thinking, okay, fuck this. I want to fucking fight. You guys aren't doing what No, I'm no longer going to fight Conor. Fuck you.
Yeah, but Conor's got plenty of options, so that really wouldn't play out well for Chandler.
Yeah, like
no, I know, but it's just like
it's smart for Chandler, like because at the end of the day, it's like
he's gonna make more money fighting that Conor fight than he is picking up a fight here and there in between.
Yeah, like he's 37 years old now. It's like if he were to drop that and even have 3 more fights and get knocked out, let's say in 2 of them or something, and like ends up retiring at that point, it's like. Dude's not going to make as much money as he's going to from this Conor fight. Yeah. And it's like, it's still the fucking, and with just fucking Ilia saying that.
Yeah, so I was going to say, and just back to my point though, that of now Ilia being like, oh, maybe Conor's my next fight, and we don't even know when he's fighting, possibly not until November, and that's who your next fight is when you're fighting in 2 fucking weeks. I'm so tired of this shit.
And it's like, because, man, it's hard. Because it's like, he wants to do UFC Spain, and he was saying like end of the year, and so it's like even with that, it's like even with the like, you know, if it was gonna be defending his belt in like Spain, it's just like, come on, don't like, it's shit like this where it's like do the shit when it fucking makes sense. It's just like they fucked up so bad with the UFC Africa thing that I feel like they're gonna fucking put Ilia on ice until they can get a card in Spain and then have him headline it. Like I feel like that's what's gonna happen. Like it's like we're gonna end up having fucking Ilia fight in January and then probably rematch Volk in fucking December in Spain or some shit, or fucking like it's gonna be some dumb shit like that.
It'd be so fucking ridiculous.
Yeah. And like it's just gonna be that thing where it's just gonna be the UFC holding shit up for right thing, right time, right fight, right place. Like
they need to stop doing that shit.
Which it's like I obviously get to a certain extent, but it's just like, bro, take the fucking risk. Like
they've missed out on too many things where it's just like, no, just take it. Just
like, come on, bro. We can't do fucking like if like they are gonna do Islam in fucking like June or July International Fight Week, whatever. It's like you can't do co-main event Ilia versus Movsar.
Yeah,
do that. Give him a title defense against someone coming up that he should probably win, and then he wins. And now you could, if you want to go back to the instant rematch for Volk, well, now Volk just had damn near a year of sitting out, and now you could put him former champ against current champ rematch. UFC Spain is like
exactly
just fucking But no, they're gonna fucking do the same shit that they're doing to Alexa Grasso. You're not fighting till September. Sorry, this was such a big event for us that I had to sit out for a year.
Yeah,
like
bro.
And something that I've thought of too is that like, because I know with like contracts and like Dana and like everyone has said for a while that like UFC and Dana have to offer you 3 fights a year. So it's like, what are they doing with the champions? Like for those champs that they're specifically holding out, it's like, do they not have that in their fucking contract anymore as a champ? Are they getting paid out money for having to sit out? You know what I mean? Like it's
who knows,
right?
I was thinking about that not too long ago, and it's just I don't know, man, but it like yeah, it just sucks because it's like, I don't know. I understand the cockiness and like the confidence from Ilia. It's like I don't know. It just because in all reality, like I was saying this not too long ago, it's like if he goes out there and knocks out Volk in spectacular fashion, he by far has the best chance to become the next superstar in the UFC, like way more than Sean O'Malley or anything. You know what I mean?
Oh,
like
yeah.
he is going to blow up in fucking Spain and Georgia and all around the world. Like it is going to be insane. Like
yeah.
And then if fucking Sean moves up to try and fight him, he's gonna fucking smash, bro. He's gonna fucking.
And the thing is, like, I don't really mind like the confidence or the cockiness. It's just like I said, now he's just doing a bit too much. Like just talking about how he doesn't want to fight literally the people that are in the top 5 of his division, and then saying that his next fight he wants it to be Conor. It's like it's not even realistic. Like if it was even a bit realistic, because the thing is that like I don't hate on people for wanting that Conor fight because you're gonna get paid, and I understand wanting to get fucking paid.
Yeah.
But it's not even remotely realistic. So to just sit there and be like, oh yeah, this is the fight that I want. I don't know about these guys. Like I'll never give these guys the chance. Blah 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 blah. So what? You're just gonna sit there and sit out for a year, and then when you're forced to take a fight, you're gonna take a fight? Is that what you're gonna do? Like,
yeah, because it's like and with like saying he doesn't want to give the guys a chance, then Ariel was like, well, then who are you gonna fight? Because those are the top guys, and he's just like, I don't know the guys. He's like, UFC knows them better than me, and so it's just like you don't even have anyone in mind. Like you're saying that like, no, these guys aren't worthy, but you don't have anyone that is worthy. Like,
exactly. So that's
just stupid. And then it's just like with the cockiness too. It's like, dude already has a movie coming out of his road to the title. Like, dude didn't even grab the title yet. Like it. But, like, that's what I mean. It's, like, if he does win in doing all... Like, that's why it, like, he will blow up. But, I don't know. Maybe... But, like, I still don't even think that he'll blow up enough where even Conor's gonna be, like... Because what's the point? Like, it's for nothing.
No,
like
exactly. That's the thing, is it's for nothing. It doesn't prove anything on Conor's part, and it's not like it's gonna make Conor's money. People want the Conor fight. Conor doesn't want the people's fight. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like Conor wants to fuck up Chandler because that's an easy win into a title shot against Islam.
Right.
Like, what does fucking beating Ilia do?
Like, yeah, exactly.
And he's Ilia saying that like he's gonna get the Conor night, and Conor's going home being like, baby, we got the red panty night, like we did it. Ilia made us. It's like, come on, bro. Like it's I don't know. I love Ilia. He's a great ass fighter, but probably stepping a little much for me. Is
they're just going a little too far.
But even with all of that,
saying too much.
I still think that he's gonna knock out Volk because it's still just too damn quick of a turnaround for Volk. Like if it was not that case, like because just watching all this shit, I like really just think I'm just like, damn, like he is doing so much that it's like he's just setting up for the perfect humbling moment. You know what I mean? Like just the craziest humbling we've seen in a long ass time. Like, but man, if he does it rocket ship to his fucking back and he's flying into the fucking moon, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah. Of course, if Volk also pulls this out.
Huh?
If Volk pulls out the win, goat featherweight?
Yeah, he has to be. He has to be.
Yeah, he would be the first person at 155 or lower who's gotten like or retained the belt.
Just won a title fight.
Well, yeah, like won a title fight at 35 or older. Yeah. Like,
be the first person to ever do that. Now he's beating the next generation in an up and coming undefeated Ilia. Like, it's because it's like, it fucking easily destroyed Josh Emmett in his last one. And it's like, Josh is on the older side, but look what the fuck he just did to Bryce. Like, I know Bryce took that on short notice, but like, just one punch and fucking killed him. Like, it was fucking terrible.
Yeah.
Like, man, it's definitely excited for the fight though. I definitely hope that he doesn't try and just not fight anyone and then just hold shit up. And I hope the UFC doesn't hold him up for a fucking fight in Spain. Like, get him into another fight, and if he wins that, then go to Spain with him. And because, hey, guess what? Even if he loses, he could still headline a fight night in Spain. Do that. Like, he's still young enough where it doesn't have to be the biggest event for the first time in Spain. Let him fucking build back up. He gets back to the title again. Now you put him in a bigger fight in Spain. Like, I don't know.
I was about to say, they had 3 people. They had Usman, Ngannou, and Izzy all at champion at the same time. Still didn't go to Africa. Like,
Yeah. And that's the thing that's like annoying about it most. It's like you had all of that and you fucked up like UFC Africa. You had the fucking Izzy Dricus fight. Like you had so many chances and opportunity. Could have like bro. Imagine they fucking brought Usman and Colby 2 to Africa. Oh my god, that would have been amazing. Like,
oh yeah.
Like, but nah, and yeah. Either way though, let's we just got to see how Ilia Vogt goes down, but I'm excited for that fight either way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But there ain't nothing else to talk about. That basically wraps up all the shit going on in this last week because Kate brought it up as like we're just getting ready to hop in that we already fucked up the best fight news that we could have brought up in Matt Schnell and Steve Erceg, you know. But yeah. Let's go. I hope everyone enjoyed this one. If you did, as always, like and subscribe. Let's fucking go. And we shall catch you in the review of this hopefully decent UFC Apex event. Peace. Yep.